that that are native to the cells. Remember, free radicals are not native to the cells. They are just substances that cause disturbance to the cells. So we need a defender for that, and that would be in the form of antioxidants. And the best antioxidant defender for this free radical is in the form of antioxidants found in our source, Aronia melanocarpa. So that's why we have ULTIMA17 to protect us against 10,000 hits of free radicals a day. Okay, so what is your recommendation? Kids ages 9 years old and up can take 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime because free radicals, the brain is a sponge for free radicals. So if your kids are always, there are a lot of things that causes the production of free radicals. And one of those things is radiation, EMF, cell phone. What else? Sunburn. What else? Processed food. What else? Stress. So children that are exposed to eating processed foods or that are exposed to using gadgets for like more than 4 hours a day, okay, they're already causing a negative vibration on their cells, causing a lot of free radical damage. Okay, so kids ages 9 years old and above are recommended to have 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime. Okay, the antioxidant content of Ultima can scavenge the free radicals that are deposited in the brain. And if the free radicals are removed in the brain cells will have enough space for memories. Kaya memory booster ang Ultima. Okay. Adults, 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime for prevention purposes. Now, for those suffering from chronic non-communicable diseases such as chronic gout, chronic arthritis, chronic diabetes, chronic hypertension, or depending on the condition and the severity, okay, this is the allowance. They will take 6 to 12 capsules a day, 30 minutes to 1 hour before meal. So they can start taking 6 capsules, 2, 2, 2, 9 capsules, 3, 3, 3, 12 capsules, 4, 4, 4. So depending on the condition and the severity. Okay. Those suffering from cancer, our recommendation is 15 to 20 tablets a day before meal. Again, the requirement is 30 minutes to 1 hour before meal. Now, since it is pure antioxidant, they are scavengers of damaged tissues and free radicals and catalyze, or meaning to say they speed up healing and repair. So this is our recommendation so that they can get. Remember, people with chronic diseases, they are already bombarded with a lot of free radicals, a lot of oxidative stress, and a lot of inflammation. So they need more help. They need more antioxidants to help lower this bombardment. Okay? Kaya nga, look at our recommendation, may allowance na ganun, 6 to 12 capsules. Those suffering from cancer, imagine niyo yan, it's a perfect storm of inflammation ang cancer, perfect storm of damaged tissue. So they need higher amounts of antioxidants. So that's why our recommendation is 15 to 20 tablets a day. Okay, so our flagship, ULTIMA17, it is made from pure aronia berry. It is considered the queen of antioxidant, and it has these ingredients. Ito lahat. Okay, ang ating formulation nito is 80:1 according to our CEO. No, 80 kilos na ginamit niya, makaka-extract siya ng 1 kilo of this potent nutrients that will be included in its in formulating this supplement. So imagine the potency of all of this. To some antioxidant supplements that has antioxidant ingredients, konti lang yung laman nilang anthocyanidins, konti lang yung laman nilang PATs, or pro-anthocyanidin tannins, PATs ang tawag dyan, or konti lang yung laman nilang polyphenol. But those that are bioactive and that are very potent in aiding the body in its fight for inflammation and in lowering all inflammatory proteins and other substances that are putting the body at risk to developing a chronic condition. Ito po lahat yun. Andito siya sa Ultima 17. That's why our flagship product is Ultima 17. It's because if a person is suffering already from whether it's acute or chronic condition, that body is already managing a certain substance or molecule that na hindi niya kailangan masyado or sumusobra siya. So it's reacting to it. Okay, so if we introduce an aid to the body that is going to lower that material or that substance that is putting the body at risk in developing a certain condition, then makaka-recover yung katawan. Magkakaiba nga lang yung pacing no ng pag-recover ng katawan kasi magkakaiba din yung ang tawag dito yung uh, una, yung lifestyle, yung adaptation ng katawan doon sa nutrients na in-introduce. But the thing is, you are introducing these nutrients to your body so that, when it is inside your body, the body will make use of it to its own benefit. Yun yung ano natin dyan. So especially for those who are suffering from chronic conditions, very important, very helpful po itong mga substances na ito. So, ito po no ang nilalaman nutrient profile ng ating aronia or Ultima 17. Okay, it is a very tawag dito high potent antioxidants. Antioxidant supplement. Ang oxidation po kasi is a form of chemical reaction that is allowing the cells to deteriorate at some point because it's making it unstable, just like what's happening here in the model. No? Ito yung structure, ito yung molecule na stable. Pag na-expose siya sa process of oxidation, okay, because of a trigger in the form of free radical, okay, yung kanyang stability maa-agitate, mawawala. So mawawalan siya ng isang molecule na nagpapastable sa kanya, and it becomes an unstable molecule. It becomes a free radical itself. While the free radical, which is the triggering molecule, will become the stable molecule. And once this happens, it's a chain reaction. So pag pag gano'n ang nangyari, no, yung maliit na nanometer lang na anuhan ng free radical, okay, lalaki yan hanggat may free radical na hindi nagiging stable. And that is the process of oxidation. So what do we need para ma-prevent yung chain reaction of events na yan during the process of oxidation? We need an antioxidant or a reducing agent. So in chemistry, we call it reducing agent or antioxidant. So ang antioxidant, ang ginagawa niya, it prevents it will actually look for unstable substances, unstable molecule, and will donate an electron to make it stable, to prevent the chain of reaction of events or to stop oxidation process. So that is antioxidant. Now, we have external oxidation or oxidative forces. We also have internal oxidative forces sa loob ng katawan at sa loob ng cells. So, what we need is a supply of a lot of antioxidants para ma-manage itong chain reaction of events that is happening both in our internal and external environment. So, pag titignan nyo, nakakalula yung ingredients nung na nandoon sa aronia, no? But it is actually fit, no, to manage all of the oxidative stress and oxidation that is happening inside the body, because we are exposed in the modern environment in a lot of we are exposed to a lot of triggers, free radicals, no, everywhere. So we need to repair. We need to have a material that will help our body repair the damage na ongoing. So ayan po ang antioxidant. Now, if you're going to explain aronia or Ultima 17 to your prospects, ito po yung mga health benefits na kanyang na makukuha, no, from using Ultima 17. So it has 14 magnificent antioxidant action. So if you are looking to protect yourself or prevent protect and prevent from having any acute or chronic condition, this is good for you because it will give you 3 preventive benefits, protective and preventive benefits. If you're already suffering from a chronic condition, whether it's a bone condition, a chronic, or nandun ka na sa stage 1, stage 2 na cancer condition, okay, your body can be given a support to aid its management or its fight against this condition. Okay, kasi yun din pala meron din kasi akong narinig na isang distributor, isang leader, sinabi niya na careful din po tayo na sa paggamit ng ULTIMA17. It is a nutrient or a supplement that is that will support cancer. May narinig kasi akong gano'n, support cancer. No, it will support the body in its fight against cancer. Okay, and then if you're already suffering from a very aggressive tumor coming from a stage 3 or 4 cancer condition, then you will have yung 6 knockout punches effect ng ULTIMA17 ang makukuha ninyo. So ano po yung tatlong prevention or protective? Ito ang trigger kasi dito is free radical, no? When the free radicals are there, we have a lot of free radicals, no? Stopping it from attacking your cells and attacking it head on with the antioxidants from aronia will prevent oxidation. So that's one protection. Number 2 is if you're already suffering from oxidative stress because you have been exposed to a lot of free radicals, this stress na experience ng katawan ninyo will trigger the production of pro-oxidative stress enzymes. Okay. Now, in the presence of aronia, itong mga enzymes na ito, pinabababa niya or hindi niya pinapa-function so that itong stress, oxidative stress na magfo-form pa lang, mawawala. Okay. Now, if these oxidative stress enzymes are very numerous in the blood or in the system, no, it will trigger the production of inflammatory proteins, which can lead to the development of any of these chronic conditions. Ayan. So, inhibiting these pro and oxidative stress enzymes can remove the oxidative stress, leading to the removal of free radicals, keeping your internal environment oxidation free. And if you're already suffering from cancer, stage 1 and stage 2, okay, it will help the body in stopping, inhibiting, and blocking the formation of cancer cells. Kumbaga, nandun ka na sa stage 2, no? Pa-develop ka na sa stage 3, stage 4 because of may trigger, no? Papunta ka na doon. But there are certain processes here, pathways here na tutulungan ni Aron niyang i-block para nandito ka lang, no? Nandito na lang yung suffering mo and then it will start to help you repair whatever damages na nagawa dahil nandun ka sa kondisyon na yon. And hopefully no hindi ka mapunta sa stage 3 or stage 4, especially if you combine yung lifestyle at saka diet dito sa pag-take mo ng aronia. So, ayan. Yan yung preventive and protective measures. Now, if you're already suffering from cancer, you will have this 5 kicks no na gagawin ng benefit, no. So the antioxidant of aronia is going to prevent the carcinogen metabolic activation. Okay, cancer is actually feeding on something. One nutrient that is feeding on is sugar, and sugar provides its energy for cancer to thrive. So as long as may sugar, may glucose sa system mo at hindi siya nagamit entirely ng cell at nagamit na agaw ito ng cancer, si cancer cell ang magta-thrive. So so yung kanyang antioxidant capacity is going to prevent that sugar from being metabolized by your cancer cells. So that's number 1. Number 2, the antioxidant of aronia is inhibiting the cancer cell proliferation. So meaning to say, if there is no food or nutrient that is going to be used by the cancer cell para siya ay magparami, then proliferation is inhibited. So that's the next ang tawag dito benefit. Now, number 3, the antioxidant of aronia is inhibiting the cell cycle progression. So, meron din siya kasing ina-undergo na cell division or cell cycle si cancer cell. So, walang energy, walang pagkain, hindi magpo-proliferate, hindi dadami. Therefore, yung kanyang cycle para siya ay mag-form ng daughter cell is also inhibited. So, therefore, doon pa lang arrested na siya. Okay. And then ito ang pinakamaganda no na benefit na makukuha nyo if you're suffering from cancer, no? It suppresses the growth factor receptor mediated cell proliferation signaling. That is actually a part of your DNA molecule that is activated when you have a cancer cell. This gene is activated so that ang tawag dito, the proliferation, the growth factor receptor mediated cell proliferation signal is actually activated because it's allowing the cancer to grow, to develop, and to progress. Now, the antioxidant of aronia is going to suppress or to cover that gene from expressing so that there will be no more growth, there will be no more proliferation and progression of the cancer cell. Okay. And then number 5, okay, pag ito natapos na, no, nagagawa na lahat na to ng aronia kasi nandiyan na siya sa system mo, no, unti-unti na siyang humahabol doon sa pabalik ng balance ng iyong katawan. It's going to eliminate the transformed cell, yung mga cancer, mismo cancer cell tumor, by induction of apoptosis. So it's going to provide a destructive blow to the transformed cell by giving it its own poison, and that poison is going to trigger selective apoptosis, which is the only mechanism that can actually remove the cancer from the body. Apoptosis, and apoptosis is actually a part of the normal process of all cells kasi they have this certain number of days or months or years na magagamit siya ng katawan. After that particular days, i-replenish siya. That particular year, i-replenish siya. So that's why sleep is very important because during sleep, doon na-replenish. Now, ang cancer cell, hindi siya kasi, ang tawag dito, wala siya kasing date kung hanggang kailan siya. Sasama at sasama siya sa existence mo. So kung mamamatay ka, mamamatay din siya. Okay, but then with all of these ingredients in your system already doing its job, from the tissue that is formed, the transformed cell, or the what do you call this one, the tumor that is transformed, up to the gene that is causing it to be expressed, no, or to be developed as a transformed cell, okay, hanggang doon ng action ni aronia, then there is actually a hope for you to what do you call this one, reverse or go back to the original, health na meron ka without this suffering, no? So, and the only the poison that's going to give to the transformed cell is coming from the cyanide content of its one of its antioxidant. So, ayan, magi-induce siya ng apoptosis only for the cancer cell, not for the normal cell. Kasi nga kaya siya selective apoptosis. Now, this is how selective apoptosis happens. So, if the antioxidant, the polyphenol, the cancer-fighting polyphenol, which is similar to the structure of vitamin B17, okay, contains these two molecules, benzaldehyde and hydrogen cyanide. Now, in a normal cell, the benzaldehyde will be converted to benzoic acid. Hydrogen cyanide will be converted to thiocyanate because of the presence of this enzyme, rhodonase. This is a neutralizing enzyme that will actually defend the body from being poisoned, defend the cell from being poisoned, because we have this as part of our defense mechanism. So we won't get any problems of being poisoned by benzaldehyde and hydrogen cyanide because of the presence of this enzyme for normal cells. But if we have cancer cells circulating in our body, okay, if rhodonase is pretty much in large amount in our blood, it means that possible na wala tayong inflammatory conditions such as cancer. Now, when the benzaldehyde is converted to benzoic acid, it can help to manage pain because it will serve as an analgesic or pain reliever. Yung thiocyanate naman na kinonvert from hydrogen cyanide will become a part of the metabolic pool for the production of vitamin B12, which is needed for your nerves, for your bones, for a lot of structures in the body. Okay. Now, kung ito namang aronia ay inabsorb or pinapasok, actually, kasi very tiny particle ng antioxidants ditong aronia na to, pumasok siya sa cancer cell, then there is no enzyme called rhodonase inside the cancer cell because the cancer cell is already a transformed cell. Wala na siyang, hindi na normal yung laman niya. What is inside is beta-glucosidase. Okay, beta-glucosidase is actually a non-neutralizing enzyme. So meaning to say, hindi niya i-convert si benzaldehyde at hindi niya i-convert si hydrogen cyanide into a non-toxic form. Kasi nga hindi siya neutralizing, but instead benzaldehyde, excuse the drawing, no, hindi nakalimutan tong tanggalin, no. The benzaldehyde will crack the coating of the cancer cell until the inner core so that the cancer cell will be exposed. And then the hydrogen cyanide naman will release or will become the strong poison that will crack the cancer cell, converting it into debris. And this debris becomes a signal for the immune system to perform phagocytosis. Ibig sabihin, kakainin itong mga debris ito if a flush away from your system. So that is going to happen. That's silently going to happen internally in your body. Now, this is going to happen once you have enough of these nutrients already in your system. So remember the layer of activity that's going to do once inside your system. Tatanggalin niya muna yung oxidative stress, tanggalin niya muna si free radicals before it can do its job sa genetic level sa gene. So it's important that we have the proper ang tawag dito amount in terms of dosage to help the body manage the suffering that it is experiencing. But then we also have to to consider also the age, no, because sometimes these nutrients are slow in action because of the age, because of again the integrity of the cells. So we have to be very careful then. Now this is the compound that is responsible in fighting tumor or cancer cells in the body. Beta-glucoside 6, beta-glucoside 6, beta-D-glucoside, or the compound found in vitamin B17, okay, is just one of the antioxidant that is found in our aronia, which is an ingredient of ULTIMA17. And it is more natural. It is not modified because it is a part of the molecule of aronia. So imagine its potency, and it is just one of the antioxidant apart from all, apart from the rest of the aside from the other ingredients that it contains. So imagine the protection that it can give you if you flood your body with the nutrients of aronia. So this is the summary, no, nakatagalog siya, of the 5 benefit that you can get from aronia layer by layer if you're suffering from cancer. So inaalis ng mga antioxidant ng aronia ang energy sa mga cancer cells. So pag wala na ito, pinipigilan ng mga antioxidant ang pagkakalat ng mga cancer cells. So hindi na sila dumadami. Tapos hinaharang niya yung pagpapadami ng cancer cells. So hindi na siya magkakaroon ulit ng multiplication, cell division. And then inaalis ng antioxidant ng aronia ang mga signaling pathway sa genes ito ng mga cancer cells para hindi na sila ulit makapagpadami. And then inaalis ng aronia ang mga transformed cells sa pamamagitan ng selective apoptosis. So that is the layer of benefits that you can get from aronia. Okay, so this is, we have 3 preventive, 5 ang tawag dito, aid if we're suffering from cancer. So in general, aronia's antioxidant is of great help to people who are already afflicted with cancer. Now, the next benefit is the 6 epigenetic knockout punches on genes and cancer stem cell. When we say epigenetic, it means it's going to affect the expression of the genes that are putting you at risk from having an aggressive condition. May mga genes kasi tayong nakatago, hindi na-express, kaya healthy tayo. Okay, may mga genes na, bad genes na na-express because na-trigger siya. Usually free radical, na-trigger siya. Okay, na-express siya ngayon. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, papalitan natin yung lifestyle natin para matanggal yung trigger. O kaya meron tayong i-introduce na nutrient in the form of antioxidant para matakpan itong genes na to. Okay, at iba ang i-express para yung katawan makarecover. So that is epigenetics. Okay, so you can get 6 epigenetic knockout benefit from aronia. So ito medyo ano tayo, medyo ang tawag dito, yung terms natin dito is more of genes, no, genetics. So first knockout punch is down regulation of expression of NF-kappa B. So ang NF-kappa B is actually a pro-inflammatory genes, part of the DNA that is responsible for expressing inflammation. So it will be down regulated, meaning to say bababa siya, hindi siya i-express, okay, because of the CFPs represents cancer-fighting polyphenols which are found in your aronia. Okay, if there are a lot of inflammatory proteins in our system, cancer cells proliferate in it because a pro-inflammatory environment, okay, is actually a conducive environment, or an inflammatory environment is conducive for cancer cells to thrive. So, para mapigilan ang inflammation, kailangan takpan mo itong genes na to, si NF-kappa B. Okay, that's the first knockout punch. The second knockout punch is cancer-fighting polyphenols create stress and stress signaling in cells. So in cancer cells which are relatively deregulated, meaning to say they are uncontrolled, no, to start with, the stress generated by the cancer-fighting polyphenols intake, imagine yung mga antioxidants na present sa aronia, can be beyond the hermetic range. Ibig sabihin, it's beyond their capacity to handle yung stress. Nasi-stress sila sa dami ng antioxidants. So therefore, makikita nyo or mararamdaman, nakita namin kasi sa study na ito na may mga tumor cells na tawag dito, nabubuksan, lumalabas yung kanilang laman, tas nakaka-trigger ng immune system. Okay? So, nadadamage sila because of the, ang tawag dito, sobrang dami ng cancer-fighting polyphenols. It's beyond the hermetic range. It's beyond their capacity to, ang tawag dito, yung kanilang mga blood vessels na nagsusupply sa kanila ng food, pati yun pumuputok. Okay? So, that's the second knockout punch. The third knockout punch that you're going to get is, okay, HDAC. Okay, histone, okay, HDAC na lang, or HAT. Ang haba kasi, no? The cancer-fighting polyphenols act on HDAC inhibitors, act as HDAC inhibitors, meaning to say, okay, they expression of protective pro-apoptotic genes. Okay, so meron silang tinatakpan na gene, okay, para mapigilan, okay, yung pag-produce ng inflammation. Pero at the same time, meron silang binubuksan na gene. Okay, they're opening the expression of protective pro-apoptotic genes, meaning to say, ito yung mga genes na magkakos ng apoptosis. These genes are called P53 and P21. They are turned on so that, madaling mag-induce ng apoptosis once the cancer cell is already, yung napigilan na, wala na siyang supply ng pagkain, wala na siyang, ang tawag dito, nag-stop na yung cycle niya because of the first layer of action na ginawa ni aronia. So ito yung susunod, no? HDAC inhibition reactivates two more suppressor genes. So ito yan siya. Fourth knockout punch. Okay, impact of cancer-fighting polyphenols in your messenger RNA. Now, cancer-fighting polyphenols act on messenger RNA. So, di ba, sinarado nila yung pro-inflammatory genes, yung nagpo-produce ng inflammatory proteins. Binuksan naman nila yung genes na magsusuppress ng tumor. Now, ito namang mRNA, isa siya kasing genetic material, siya ang nagdadala ng message na to, no, doon sa loob ng cell para sabihin na, uy, nakatakip na yung pro-inflammation, nakabukas na si tumor suppressor. So therefore, wala na tayo dapat ginagawang anything na mali dito sa cell na ito. Mag-build na tayo ng cell, yung original cell. So it blocks the oncogenic capacities because of ito na yung na message doon sa mRNA. So ganyan siya natin i-explain at the genetic level. Okay. The fifth knockout punch, okay. Dahil meron na sa messenger RNA no na natakpan na tong pro-inflammation, na-express na tong tumor suppression, dapat ma-inhibit yung activity ng enzyme na ito. Okay. In cancer cells, blocking the methylation and inactivation of tumor suppressor genes in cancer. Kasi kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng methyl transfer sa DNA, posible ulit na ma-open yung pro-inflammatory genes. So kailangan mapigilan itong DNA methyl transfer. Okay, so yan siya. And then the sixth knockout punch, okay. Di okay na, no? Natakpan na si pro-inflammation, na-open si tumor suppression, wala nang nangyayaring methyl transferase sa DNA, hindi na nagagalaw si DNA, okay? Okay na yung nagsa-start ng mag-rebuild ulit sa original cell dahil wala na siyang instruction na mag-produce ng maraming inflammatory proteins. Diyan na ngayon magsa-start yung DNA repair machinery ng Aronia 17. Ng ULTIMA17. So that is the layered, what do you call this one, benefit that you're going to get with ULTIMA17. So it's not an overnight, what do you call this one, benefit. It's going to take a while. Now, kasi ang mangyayari, no, if I may demonstrate with you. So here is, para maintindihan nyo, here is you being healthy. Okay. At some point in time, naging unhealthy kayo because of lifestyle, food, whatever trigger, na nawala kayo sa pwesto nyo, pwede kayong nawala kayo sa pwesto nyo. So nandito tayo. Andito yung mga nutrients, andito yung nagpo-pull away doon sa inyong pinanggalingan na health, pinupull kayo dito. Ito yung nutrients na kailangan nyo. Itong nutrients na to. So itong nutrients na to, at a certain amount of protocol, na rin nag-start kayo sa starter dosage, hindi pa niya kayo mahila pabalik. Kasi may nanghihila pa sa inyo pa forward. So tug of war yan. Ito yung nutrients, andito yung trigger. Hinihila kayo. Okay. Now, if unti-unti nyo tanggalin si trigger, so na-stuck kayo dito, eto si nutrients nyo, in-increase nyo naman. Okay, in-increase nyo. So, dumoble yung strength niya. Mapupull na kayo pabalik dito. If you're going to analyze it in that manner. So, the key here is, andito kayo sa state of health, napunta kayo dito, pwedeng napunta kayo banda roon kasi nasa chronic condition na kayo. Ito yung nutrients kasi naka-starter protocol kayo. Okay? Hindi mahila-hila. Pero once you start removing the triggers dito na nanghihila sa inyo palayo dito sa state of health ninyo, tas may humahabol na nutrients para ibalik kayo doon. Okay? Hindi mababalanse yan hanggat hindi nyo tinatanggal ito at hindi natin ito i-manage na starter to yung general protocol to the aggressive protocol para bumalik kayo dito. But then again, in between, i-consider natin yung reaction ng katawan. Okay? So that's how so that's why may mga tailor fit tayong mga protocol na binibigay sa mga individuals kasi minsan nagfi-feedback sila, ay may ganito po akong reaction, may ganito po akong naramdaman. Okay? So titingnan natin so that makahabol. Ito yung health natin, ito yung nutrients ni Equicell, gusto natin makahabol ng mabuti. Now with your ULTIMA17, that's why it's our flagship product, because it's fundamental for us to have this, no, 9 years old pataas, no, dapat meron na tayo nito. 9 years old below, ang pwede nating ibigay ay si Ultima Kids. So, basahin muna natin ito sandali. Wait lang po. Again, reminder to all, hindi po siya kinoconsider na primary medicine. It's a complementary to your system. It's an aid to your body. Ang ating mga supplements dito sa Equicell. It cannot replace any medication prescribed by your physician. Kasi we are under the classification of supplements. So we have to be very careful. Now, in the event that your clients or prospects were able to gain these benefits na diniscuss natin as a whole, no, nakuha nila lahat talaga ng ganyan. Because they are very, sabihin na natin, religious in following lifestyle modification, diet modification, then it can be, okay, it can be their main source of what you call this one, primary care, no? But then, mahirap kasing makipaglaban sa conventional world. So, wag nating ang tawag dito, careful tayo sa paggamit na pag may emergency, ito kaagad, no? Again, a matter of life and death na po kayo, go to your emergency doctor para ma-manage po yung inyong situation. Kasi you need emergency primary care, you need to be stabilized first, and then pag na-stabilize na, then that's the time we introduce next, no, as a complementary or aid to the body in its fight doon sa nangyari sa kanya. We introduce these supplements. Ayan, careful po tayo doon. Okay. Now, 9 years old pababa, Ultima Kids, no, in chewable forms, 200 tablets, 200 milligrams each. Actually, pwede rin tong gamitin ng mga adults, no, kung gusto niyo ng chewable form, no. And 9 years old, no, ang recommendations namin dito, pag dumating na siya ng 7 years old to 9, the kid should have at 6 to 9 chewable tablets as its daily supply. Pag medyo bata pa, again, kung ano yung edad, yun din yung amount ng tablet. So 1 year old, isa lang, 2 years old, dalawa. Except kapag may condition, may sakit, then dodoblehin natin. So 2 years old siya, meron siyang ganitong condition, gawin nating 4 na chewable tablets. 3 to 4, ganyan. So yung range nung ibibigay nating supplement.